Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, he's found support out wide. Lewandowski! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I think being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense, but I really like his technique, and again, he's one of these centre-backs.
And he'll shoot here! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Chip through. Lewandowski. Heads it! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Interesting ball. Pass somewhat off target. Threads one in. So we're still where we started right now. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Ivory Coast have it back and can go again. Belletti.
Ivory Coast clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is. And it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Ivory Coast with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Pillars! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Ivory Coast really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
And he's managed to get free. Mbappe, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. McAllister, back into the middle. Deftly away. Hakimi. Now who's going to be first to this? Taken back almost at once. Ronaldinho. Belletti. Vinicius Junior.
Jordan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Ronaldinho has it in a wide position. Rafinha. Pedri was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Hakimi cuts out the pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh, good-looking ball. He shifted it to the flank, and he welcomes it in. And can he put it away? Oh, he's been caught napping. And one more try. Goal!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
But inscrit après 38 minutes de jeu par le numéro 20.
Jordan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Works it forward. Lewandowski. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Now it's Pedri. That's an excellent interception. He's gone for goal! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. And the ball's a good... Mbappe! Vinicius Junior! They've done it! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose foot.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So there was the first half.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Jordan head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, one each, and the game right on edge. Jordan get the second half going. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's McAllister. That's been cut out, well played. Rummenigge. Mbappe! He's scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
He's having a hit! What a throw in. Vinicius Junior. Davids. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And it's Tar. More and more pressure on the ball here. Tar. That could spell trouble. And the finish! He scores! And that for him is goal number 10. An act of charity gratefully received. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Moved on forwards. Courtois will lay claim to that. Messi receives it in a good position here. And he's there to belt it away.
Pour ce match, 80 953.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, no joy this time. That was always going to be the keepers. And he cuts out the supply. Lewandowski. Real chance here. McAllister. Mbappe. Out towards the flank. Vinicius Junior. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Mbappe. He rises! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, super ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Belletti. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, and he's through the middle. Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Can he finish? Oh, and he's following up. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Jordan merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Now it's Pinner. He's had a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Pires fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
So, third corner of the game. Real chance! He's got a goal! And again they hit the front.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight at that, it was too late.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think the danger for them now is fatigue. I think when the body tires, the mind soon follows, so concentration is key from here.
And that's a throw-in. Costa Curta gets it away. Speculative strike. Gave it a go, but off target.
Changement pour la Côte d'Ivoire. Le numéro
We have
15.
got changes here
Le
from
numéro
both sides, in
14.
fact. Change
Alors
being
là,
made here,
le numéro
presumably to
6.
tighten their
Le
defence.
numéro 2.
Yeah, and that's not totally
Attention,
surprising. The
changement.
manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. He can't afford a repeat. Ivory Coast can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Pedri. Alvarez! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Excellent challenge there,
Il y aura
uncompromising.
4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Bayer catches it safely. That has not gone well. Bastoni. And he can clear it away. Spread out to the left. Ronaldinho providing an outlet on that flank. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And we're done. Jordan can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but... Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And here's Batistuta. Oh, that's a key interception.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality, but there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter-skelter and play a game of purity.
Peerless Pirlo.
Yeah, he coined the phrase regista, and he rules.
It's Ronaldinho, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's a chance. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Messi, he is just caressing the ball. Big header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Card. Full it. Let's make sure that's not getting through. Bayer getting this one clear. Quarter of an hour played. And here's Pullet. Played backwards here.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Rodri. And he's had a hit! Terrific header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Just the keeper to beat! Real chance! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this...
Rafinha! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
Pirlo. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Jordan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's been cut out, well played. Played back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Messi, Levin, and the finish! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Lewandowski deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Mbappe. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Neymar might just make this.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Pull it. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Pull it. Now it's pull it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Pirlo. Looking tidy in possession here. He's shifted. Mbappe! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Mbappe really has just learned a lesson there. Your focus cannot lapse, even slightly. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Pirlo delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Played back in.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
That's a nicely measured pass. Rafinha short changes him with that pass. There's the whistle for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're off again.
Jordan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Decent hit! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Back into the middle. Pull it, and they can counter here. And he was quick to react. Ronaldinho. Oh, here's a chance! Oh, bang on target. Mbappe. Pirlo. And they've got a throw. Ronaldinho, not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Jordan still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Played out to the left flank. And he's managed to get rid. Mbappe.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
So what can they make of this? It's going to be disappointed with that. Neymar in acres of space out wide, and he's managed to get free. Rodri defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's Batistuta. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he can clear it away. And he's forced to go back. Well, we expected better, and so did he.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach. Jordan showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He's got the shot away! And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, super find. He is through here. Pirlo does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And it's Pirlo. Hullet. Now it's Mbappe. Sanjay, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. 75 minutes played.
Jordan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Mbappe! The ball has bounced loose now. And the pass is intercepted. Ronaldinho. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Messi. He has found the way through. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Works it forward. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Batistuta. That looks a cracking ball. That is a crunching tackle. And he's there to belt it away. Some good work on the right flank here. And here's Mbappe. Oh, nice touch. Mbappe on a strong run down the right. Rodri. And time is up. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as...
وانزلي على الحنة ست البنات ست البنات. انزلي على
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. The action has already started. A well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Has a goal! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Jordan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. In the side, just great hit! In he goes again! Corner number 2 then. Well, there's the clearance. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. And here's Ronaldinho. He's having a go! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And now they can spring out of defence. It's Van Basten! Oh, the ball's run loose here, and he's following up! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front! What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Spreads it out wide. Messi looking to run onto it. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Taken back almost at once. Rivaldo. Now it's Hullet. Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now that's well seen too. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare. Encourage the pass. Chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Eto deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
That has been knocked clear.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, easy pickings there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. Can he put it away? It's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. And it has to be said, an absolute gift. Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now the hit! Just couldn't stay down for him.
Bullet most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Oh, that's well spotted. Rodri. Inter Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. Rafinha. Pedri. No way through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, the shot could be on here. And it's Ronaldinho. Chooses to go back. Jordan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Corner number 4 coming up here. They've played it short.
That's good defensive concentration.
Fiddles it through. Back in once. A mighty effort! Cleared away. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Quality ball. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Messi. He has found the way through. Brilliantly cut out. They're up to 5 corners now. Messi plays it short. Oh, that is a nice touch. Rafinha. He gets big. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
That has been cut short. It's a good run down the right.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Shot a goal! Oh, taken with style! And right on half-time, that is telling!
That looks like...
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix, with what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2 on the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Here's the start of the second half.
Jordan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Neto. And here's Messi. Alvarez! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Alvarez is offering a wry smile there.
Defending of struck first time. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Triol calmly anticipates. Koundé cuts it out. Ronaldinho. Oh, no joy this time. Now the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Rodri actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? He could be in here. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Forwards and with intent. And he's onside. And that is expertly dealt with.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953 spettatori.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Gullit. He's shifting through the gears here. Van Basten. Ronaldinho. Now it's Ronaldinho. Looking for the runner. And he's taking no chances there. Rodri gets across to intercept that. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Played back towards his own goal. And it's Nesta. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Van Basten! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
And the shot! And yes, it's there! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Cambio di giocatori.
Jordan choosing to make the first change. Inter Milan take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
That's really well manoeuvred. No, that's been intercepted.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Lewandowski. Triol. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Great defending, strong and determined. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Now it's Neymar. Decent progress down the left. Ronaldinho. Good read, needed to be. Ronaldinho. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. And no That is pretty much the end of that. Oh, it's Van Basten. Oh, and the shot! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So now the difference is 3. Great ball if he can get there. He's on great chance! Oh, here's a chance! Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Well read, nice interception. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, that's fabulous. He's going for goal! And that is the last effort of the game. Jordan have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. What fantastic scenes here in Barcelona. This massive stadium, officially Europe's largest, and from what we understand, about to become even bigger than it is now. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's the chance to counter. Fletcher. That looks a good ball through. He won't be happy with that one. Cafu. Played out wide. Back into the middle. Mbappe There's alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Decent hit! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Jordan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Pedri. Fletcher kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cafu. Now Mbappe. Pedri.
Look, it's a run defence this like, but the timing has to be spot on.
Fletcher did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's picked his way through. Batistuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. There's the header. It's fallen loose again. Oh, taken with style. And they're at it again in double quick time. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Spread it left. Fermin. Ronaldinho. It's a sweet ball that. And he's onside. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Nicely weighted ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And here's Messi. Shot a goal!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Now it's Mbappe. He might be Mbappe! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Japan have their second corner now. Defending of the desperate variety. That pass isn't the best. Cafu. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Rodri.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And here's Mbappe. Cafu. Cross from It's a mighty effort! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's heaved it away.
Japan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
That's a throw. He's in space and looking for options. Up he goes! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Forlan. Upamecano. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Alvarez. Oh, that's a nice ball. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rodri.
2 minutos de descuento.
Darren Fletcher. No way through. Darren Fletcher. It's a throw-in. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, this certainly hasn't gone the way most of us in the ground had expected in advance. Granted, it is very pleasant if you're on the right side of it all.
Que respeten en todo momento las normas de seguridad que pueden ver en el marcador.
Here we go again. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Wriggles his way through. Bayer is there to take. Alvarez proves just a little bit too strong. Messi. Oh, shooting chance!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And he's whipped. Oh, smashing header! Sticks it away! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
It's become a case of men against boys. The message is clear, none shall pass. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
The referee's had a good look and given a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Well read, and the danger is averted. He can get that clear. Costa Curta. And it's Forlan. And here's Batistuta. That has been knocked clear. Nice ball, and he might be in here. Little pass back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
La asistencia este partido.
Japan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence. Well played and well cleared.
He's having a go! Japan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that's fabulous! Big header! He's got a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other...
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. So this beautiful arena in the outskirts of Munich, the epitome of aesthetic perfection and cutting edge, pretty much what the near-capacity crowd are entitled to demand. And already we're underway here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Gigi Buffon. I doubt there's a more experienced goalkeeper out there, Peter, having played at the top level since his teenage.
It's Totti! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Batistuta. Rodri.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Alvarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but in with a header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Pinches it off him. Costa Corta. Beckenbauer. And here's Eto'o. Totti. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, some tackle that. Beckenbauer. Eto'o. But now the finish! No mistake! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Ronaldinho, he is through here. Ronaldinho! It's loose and there's a race. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Eto'o proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's been shifted off it. And he's intervened well there. Eto'o. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, super find. And Batistuta! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Batistuta is offering a right smile there.
Played back in. And it's Messi. Messi, and he's great chance! They are rampant! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. This ended up in no man's land. Batistuta. Batistuta, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, well played, well played. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of...
Oh, what has happened here? It's a throw-in. Pedri. Jordan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Pirlo. Beckenbauer.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that's gone loose. Vieira deals with that comfortably. Can he get it through? Oh, that looks a good ball through.
1 minute added time.
Upamecano. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Pass is just off target. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Jordan didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed.
Totti! He scores! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Passes short and sharp. He's looking wide. A heavy challenge.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, it's Batistuta. Rodri. That's a little off target. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Totti. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Bayer will lay claim to that. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
In with the challenge.
The attendance for this match was 61,052.
And that has left him in a heap. And reclaimed it in a trice. Rodri. Eto'o wins the duel this time. Upamecano with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Pirlo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's shifting through the gears here. Nicely aimed pass. Totti, and it's Batistuta. Jordan needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Shot could be on. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Costa Corta. Alvarez. Brilliantly cut out. Eto'o. Now it's Batistuta. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Ronaldinho. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's got away. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Batistuta had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, here's a chance! Eto'o. Now then, the ball's come loose. Batistuta. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Messi, showing great feet there. Can he get onto this? Ronaldinho, and he's managed to get free. Lewandowski! Totti.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's beautifully weighted. And Batistuta! No, that's just wide. Messi, he has found the way through. Totti on 2 now and looking for 3. Looking for the runner. He's found a way through. Eto'o. Oh, nice touch. Now, can he find a finish? To play, and it is a goal kick. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, red, nice interception. And that will be the final act. A tale of 2 teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless.
Please
After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. This, of course, the instantly recognisable backdrop to many a famous European night. Football's ultimate theatre. The action has already started. Batistuta cleared without complication. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. Nice sequence of passes this. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Messi. Oh, played through for the wide man. Bayer deals with it effortlessly. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Trent Alexander-Arnold has redefined the fullback role.
Oh, what a mistake! Neymar's cross. Koundé gets it away.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Messi couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Batistuta is herring after that one. Batistuta. Now it's Mbappe. Rafinha. Rodri. Ronaldinho. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Batistuta. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Koundé spots it and intercepts. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Batistuta. Neymar. Keeper's ball. It's a smartly directed ball. Here's decent hit! Koundé getting this one clear. It's Neymar!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's got away, and the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Ronaldinho. Alvarez. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Not the most accurate pass. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Crunching tackle. Looking for the runner. And that should be the keeper's. Messi. And that is a little undercooked. Rodri. Ronaldinho. Gently done. Now it's Ronaldinho. Alva. He's had a hit! And it's a goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
Jordan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs, and the half-time score, 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Jordan come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Jordan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Pedri, Ronaldinho! He has done it! And with that goal comes comfort. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Jordan are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Kvaratskhelia, Upamecano deals with that comfortably. Alvarez. And here's Mbappe, and he's in on goal. Plenty to aim at. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. Wonderful save by Vitor Baia. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Jordan are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is banging their favour.
Oh, that's fabulous. Ronaldinho! Pedri. Diaby. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Galatasaray clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Kvaratskhelia, and there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that was vital. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Diaby finds himself offside. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Diaby, and here's Mbappe. He's in, and the finish! Goal! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
He's looking to set free a runner, and he was alert to it. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Messi, Pedri is onto this. Diaby, well read, nice interception. And here's Messi. Well timed, excellent interception. Kvaratskhelia, and he's managed to get free.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Alexander-Arnold. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Messi. Alvarez bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Serginho. Oh, can he get onto this? Koundé clears. Oh, that's well spotted. Pedri. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Gets his pass away. Alvarez! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Back into the middle. Shot a goal! Well, that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Desperate defending required here.
El dorsal 22, el dorsal 8.
They've played it short.
El dorsal 3.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
El dorsal 10. El dorsal 4.
Now it's Lewandowski.
El dorsal 33.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nicely intercepted. That's a sweet ball, that.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Vinicius Junior. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And he's intervened well there. And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had...
انه نسكر على المواضيع ما حدا يطلع يحكي. بكفي مين نور ومين عبد ومين الدنيا الزفت هدول كلهم. بكفي عندي ولادي انا. بكفي ما عادش يطلع يحكي ولا كلمة. خلص شو القرفات. خلص يا شدا اعديهم الناس. ابوس ايديكي بكفي. بالله عليكي بكفي. بحياة ولادك بكفي ولك عندك بنت. ايش بدك اكتر؟ انت من امبارح قاعدة في البيت بتطلعي بهدول يحكوا وهذا يحكي وهذا يحكي. ليش؟ حرام في اولاد ولك عمرها ب7 سنين لسه. ولك عم طلعت من الموت. اسألكم بالله من حدا انه بعد يطلع يحكي. والله ما حدا يطلع يحكي، عندي ولادي بكفي. بالله عليكم انه نسكر على المواضيع، ما حدا يطلع يحكي.
ونشمخ بالعلالي راسنا.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Pedri gets it away. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
That's a sharp pass. He's got away. Such a clever touch. Can he finish? And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Brilliantly cut out. Messi. Anguissa gets across to intercept that.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Big header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Koundé pinches it off him. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Hernandez spots it and intercepts. Rafinha.
That was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rafinha proves too strong. Great chance! They've done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That was a given. It always was.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Anguissa kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Alvarez. Yeah, he's going to be disappointed with that. Chance for the header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Ball's gone out of play. Alvarez floated up and over. That's a shade optimistic. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Olise. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Olise looking to get on. There's the shot! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Shifted it to the flank. McTominay. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So he's plotting something before playing it in. There was plenty of power on that. Pedri.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's picked his way through. Goes in for the header! They've done it! Offside.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. And they've got rid. Rodri. Olise promptly onto that, and that is that.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Has been indicated.
McTominay. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Some good work on the right flank here. And the whistle goes for half-time. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd. And a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline 2 goals to 1.
How to find your way around this
No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Jordan come in at half-time, largely satisfied with where they are. After a half which has certainly had real chance! And he hits the net! They have come roaring back!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Alvarez demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got 2 strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, he's done very well to take that back. Gets his pass away. Now it's McTominay. And here comes the corner. And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. Cleared away. Messi.
Jordan really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
He could be in here. Rafinha, that is a brilliant interception. Quality ball. Spread out to the left. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries a shot!
The attendance for this
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. And that is doing no harm.
Oh, it was the first touch to die for, and it set him up beautifully.
Well, that pass isn't the best. He's through here. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. With speed from back to front. Alvarez, at his creative best. He's set up 2 goals and he's managed to get free. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Nicely aimed pass. Koundé kept his eye on it and he's there.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, red, nice interception. That has ended up in no man's land. McTominay providing an outlet on that flank. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, shooting chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 3. Number 16.
That has been cut short.
Number 22. Alvarez.
Delicate ball and it needs to be. That's been intercepted. Jordan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He can run onto that. Climbs up big!
Substitution in progress.
The assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
And here's Alvarez.
Alvarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Has a go! Has a look and plays it forward. Koundé, Fermi. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
The final 5 minutes. Oh, no joy this time.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Fermin. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's a key interception.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Hernandez getting this one clear. And they're back on the ball again. That has been slung wide. Oh, smashing header! The last act of a game which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it.